I have missed my femininity.
This is day 2, 3, and 4 of my 48-day Devi Upasana. In just 3 days, Devi shattered me like lightning, forcing me to confront a big truth that I had been completely disconnected from the divine feminine within me and within my life. And in 3 days, holy crap, she literally transformed me.
So Devi's energy feels like lightning bolts. It's as if like the biggest lightning bolt ran through your entire being, and you just get up and you're like, who am I? Where am I? What's going on? All of my deepest, meanest inner critic thoughts were coming up. So I got up and the first thing I heard was, I hate myself. Once that lightning bolt energy goes through you, like everything is going to come to the surface. I feel like such a healing is taking place. All that I could think about was how much I have ignored and rejected my own femininity, overachievement and hyper independence, and trying to protect myself and attack and attack and attack and achieve and achieve and achieve and achieve. And I turned away from that energy within me that is so abundant and flows like a river, and I turned away from the Devi energy in me for so long. We don't allow ourselves to just be in the moment, to tap into our creativity, to flow like nature, to flow like the rivers, to be tender and soft enough to rely on our intuition rather than our intellect for everything. We don't allow ourselves to flow. We don't allow ourselves to operate from a place of higher knowing, and that is Devi. That is Devi. Devi is strength. There is nothing weak about feminine energy. There is only strength in feminine energy. She is all powerful. She's all powerful in ways that our mind cannot comprehend. The intellect cannot comprehend Devi. You must feel Devi. You must sense Devi. You must surrender to Devi, and Devi will take over, and she literally runs the world on the tip of her finger. The planet spins. That is the power of Devi. That is the power of the Devi that resides within us that we have rejected as a society. So every time I'm doing this Upasana, and it's only day 2, I told you. It's only day... this is crazy. Weather is crazy. It's only day 2, but every time I hear the song, every time I hear that song, I break and shatter into a million pieces. This Devi Upasana is the missing piece in my being, because for so long I have run away from her, and I run away from the divine feminine within me. I have missed my femininity. I feel very happy. So I know yesterday's Upasana was obviously very, very intense. I was crying, but I feel lighter. Like I feel like everything's being brought to the surface. I'm looking at everything that's being brought to the surface, and I'm healing, and I'm healing, and I'm healing. I feel good today. I'm heading to Bukit Bintang in KL today. I'm actually just gonna take it easy today and just do some touristy, light-hearted exploring stuff. And I'll be meeting Devi tonight. Today's Upasana was challenging. I really had to challenge a lot of the self-doubt that I was feeling and be like, yes, I'm allowed to do this Devi Upasana. When it comes down to it, once the deity calls you, you just do it. You just do it. And that's the approach I'm taking. And she's got my back, so I'm good. On the way to Chinatown, there is a Ganesha temple. So I went, obviously the moment I see a temple, it's like I can't walk past. Like, those are my homies, man. Like, it's like you see your best friend like there, and you're like, holy crap, what are you doing here? So I had to go and like be like, hey Ganesha, what's up, like puja, like all that. And then guess what? Right next to the Ganesha temple was a puja item shop. So now I have a proper setup. So wherever I go from here, I will have the perfect equipment to do this puja properly. We at it again, all right? So this morning I went to Batu Caves and I went to a whole bunch of temples. It was beautiful, like, oh, it was so amazing. My Kula Devam was there, which is basically means like, well, I guess it's like the deity that is assigned to your lineage. So Muruga is my Kula Devam. So prayed to him. Vishnu temple was there, Devi temple was obviously there. Everything was super beautiful, and I was like, okay, great, it's like Navaratri Friday. I didn't even realize till my mom pointed it out. I was like, great, very auspicious. Went to a temple, prayed to all the deities, all is well. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to like material things. Went to Little India, and I was like, I'm gonna eat. Like, sis is gonna eat a meal and a half.
I got so overwhelmed at all of the temples at Batu Caves. Like, I lost myself, I lost awareness, I was connecting with the deities, I was on some other level. And by the time I finished up and came back, it was 1 p.m. I hadn't eaten, I hadn't drunk water. And I felt like the spiritual part of my day was over. So, whatever, I'm just gonna go be a pig. I'm gonna go eat paneer. I'm just gonna do material things.
And as Devi would have it, I'm like walking across the street, and at the corner of my eye, I see a temple. I thought it was a Ganesha temple. It was like hidden away in some alleyway, and I was like, please, like, I'm tired, I'm like overwhelmed, like, I'm material girl, I'm just gonna be a material girl. And I walk past the temple, and then I see another alleyway full of flower vendors. And if you guys know me, I love flowers, I love anything bright and beautiful. And so I had to walk through the alleyway. And guess where that alleyway led to? It led to the temple. And guess who it was in the temple, guys? I knew it when I was 2-3 meters away. I was like, wait a minute, this is not a Ganesha temple. Wait a minute, I can feel the energy. I start approaching the temple, and it is the most beautiful, fierce, ugram form of Kali Amma that you have ever seen. She's just standing there in all her glory. And it happened again. This happened to me every time I went to village temples in Tamil Nadu last year. I would walk in, boom, I'm gone. It's over. It's over. Like, I just literally feel the lightning strike smash through my body, and I'm not there anymore. Like, I'm literally body consciousness gone. But something really beautiful happened as I stood in front of her in all of that lightning, intense, fierce, like strike energy, striking through me. All of this was happening, but for the first time, I just looked at her and I was like, I love you. I don't think I've ever said I love you to Devi before, because I've always been so scared of her, and so I was like, okay, yes, Devi. Like, I've always been drawn to Devi, but I always kind of kept my attachment to her at like one arm's length. For me to stand in front of Devi in all her fierceness and say I love you is like a really big deal for me. And then I couldn't leave. She's here. I can't ignore her. She's here. And so I want to talk about these bangles as well. I was walking through Little India, and I felt like a little girl when I saw these bangles. For some reason, this really soft, like childlike desire arose in me to just go buy myself bangles and adorn myself. And I usually don't act like that, because again, in the Western world, you should see me, like, I'm different. Like, I act like a man. I guess somewhere deep inside within me, I thought that I couldn't succeed being a feminine woman, that I couldn't be a leader as a feminine woman. But guess what? This is the most powerful I have ever felt in my, like, I feel invincible doing this Upasana. I feel this energy and this fierceness and this intensity. I'm going to say it again. I said it on the second day. I'm going to say it again. There is nothing weak about feminine energy. It is invincible. It is invincible. I like who Devi is